The first thing you need to know is that the C6K is not an improvement of the C755. And I'm making this comparison because in many countries these are the only options available by TCL with Mini LED backlighting technology. Nevertheless, despite of both having Mini LED backlighting technology, the performance in dark scenes is better on the C755 because it has more dimming zones. You must keep in mind that the dimming zones vary according to the size of every model. For example, larger size of the C6K will have more dimming zones. Same happens to the C755. But always, if you compare the same sizes, the C755 will have more dimming zones. This means less blooming effect, and also from my point of view you will perceive better level of details. I'm not saying that the result on the C6K is bad or terrible, because it is good too, but it's better on the C755 from what I have experienced. In terms of colors and brightness, you need to know that both TVs are compatible with Dolby Vision. It's a high dynamic range technology, but on both TVs this technology will be enabled only automatically when both TVs detect that the content has Dolby Vision. These are the picture modes. The amount of brightness on the C755 is slightly higher, as you can see, but the performance on the C6K in terms of brightness is more than enough for the vast majority of users. And also, of course, you can modify some parameters in case you need it. And I know a TV having this technology is very important for most users. You must know that the amounts of brightness I put you right now are by using the movie picture mode, because it is recommended by experts. But for example, the vivid mode or the standard picture mode will show you higher amounts of brightness, and you must understand that the amounts of brightness on both TVs vary according to every size. A larger size of both models will show you higher amounts of brightness. And remember that the same happens to the dimming zones. Larger sizes of both TVs will have more dimming zones. But in terms of brightness, I think that the result on both TVs is pretty good. It's slightly better on the C755, but the C6K is more than enough for almost every user. On both TVs you will be able to perceive a lot of details, pretty good color enhancement, also pretty good level of details, and of course an outstanding contrast ratio. You also must know that both TVs have this IMAX picture mode, which is only enabled when the content has, for example, HDR10 technology, and these are the other picture modes with HDR10. And the filmmaker mode is not a big deal, it's simply a picture mode which came with the out-of-the-box settings without any motion improvement. Talking about other parameters, you must know that both TVs has this one known as dynamic color. If you enable it, the results will look, of course, more saturated, and the color saturation of both TVs is pretty high, but I must say that the colors accuracy on the C755 is slightly better, not for a huge difference, but it exists. You also have the option for the color temperature in case you need warmer results, colder results, or simply a standard color temperature. And also you have this eye health care protection or blue light filter in case you need to suffer less from eye fatigue. And when the content is on SDR, which means standard dynamic range, the C755 has this picture mode known as Smart HDR, while the C6K has this parameter automatic HDR conversion in almost every picture mode, which is there in order to improve contrast ratio and color enhancement, making the SDR content look like HDR content. The gray uniformity of both TVs is good, is not the best of the best, but is more than okay. The dirty screen effect is not so noticeable in this area, and when you watch content with a lot of color volume, the dirty screen effect will be almost imperceptible. The image upscaling result on both TVs is the same, is pretty good. You must understand that none of the current 4K TVs right now on the market will show you a 4K result if the resolution of the content is low. But if that's the case, both TVs in this area try to show you the best possible results. In terms of the viewing angles, the C6K has a vertical alignment pixel configuration, but with an horizontal adjective according to TCL. It is called HUVA, or horizontal vertical alignment. The results are slightly better, but not for a huge difference, while the C755 has this conventional vertical alignment panel, and the results are slightly worse, but as I said, the difference is not huge in this area between these two TVs. The motion handling result on both TVs is practically the same from my point of view. They both have this parameter. For example, on the C6K you must enable the motion clarity and put it on high, and on the C755 simply enable this parameter, and on both TVs sometimes it is also recommended to enable the dynamic acceleration option. And on both models, these options enabled are capable of making the judder effect be almost imperceptible. By the way, in terms of the hardware, according to the ADA64 app, they both have the same amount of RAM, same amount of storage, same processor, same CPU clock range, which is more than okay, and the same GPU. Their remotes are very different. The one of the C755, I have it covered with the case, but it's larger and less ergonomic from my point of view, while the remote on the C6K is smaller, more ergonomic, and with a better key location. They both have a Google TV based on Android 12. The smoothness or fluency of the operating system of both TVs is more than good. Sometimes responds slightly faster the C6K, sometimes responds slightly faster the C755, but the difference is only by a few milliseconds. It is also important for you to know that both TVs supports the voice commands options and also what is known as hands-free voice control. And you also need to understand that the fluency or the smoothness of the operating systems of both TVs depend also on the internet connection you have in your home. Both TVs have these menus for shortcuts. The big difference is that these icons can be modified of location on the menu of the C6K, while on the C755 this isn't possible. However, with a future update of the software of the C755, this will be possible. You can also install this update unofficially, but I personally do not recommend that. And by pressing this button on both TVs, you can have this menu for other shortcuts to apps, or for example the inputs, and for example for the multi-visual option on both TVs this is possible, which can be very useful for the vast majority of users. Talking about the gaming area, you must enable the game mode in case this is not enabled automatically, and also this game master option in order to achieve the best results in terms of motion, input lag, and response times. This is also necessary because after this, by pressing these buttons for a few seconds, these game bars will show up. The game bar on the C6K has this advantage because it has 3 theme styles: blue, green, or cartoon. Pick whatever you want according to your taste. You will have the shadow details option in case you need to improve the level of details on some video games. You also have this option to making an aiming aid appear on the screen. The big difference is that on the game bar of the C6K you can have the option of changing the position of this aiming aid, while on the game bar of the C755 this is not possible. And on both the game bars you will have these three picture modes. The results will change a lot according to every TV. As you can see, you have original, FPS and RPG, and you can access to the picture settings on every picture mode that you choose and change some parameters, for example the dynamic color, because sometimes out of the box comes disabled, and when you enable it the result changes a lot. Both TVs in terms of input lag times perform more than okay. I think that almost every gamer will be more than happy with any of these models. The performance on both TVs is outstanding with this type of video games where you can have a lot of dark scenes and also fast movements. I personally did not notice any ghosting effect. I don't know if some professional gamer can notice some of this effect, but as I said, I personally did not notice this effect. Both TVs are capable of the 120Hz up to 4K and also 144Hz also up to 4K with variable refresh rate technologies. The difference is that the C6K is capable of that on two HDMI 2.1 ports, while the C755 only in one HDMI 2.1 port. The other only supports up to 120Hz in 4K. The difference in terms of input is that the C6K doesn't have 3.5mm inputs, and two of the HDMI 2.1 ports, as I already mentioned, are capable of the 144Hz up to 4K, while the C755 is capable of the 144Hz up to 4K only on the HDMI number 1 port. And it has two 3.5mm inputs, one for headphones and the other for a AUVA-in adapter. In order to finish this video, I'm going to tell you that talking about their speakers system, despite of in theory the power of the C755 being higher, I think that the results in practice are pretty similar. I mean, there is a slight difference in terms of the C755 in terms of power, but the C6K performs more than well in this area too. At the end, I'm going to let you with this comparison so you can more or less notice how they will perform in real life. And if you ask me, Andy, which one of these TVs do you recommend? Well, I personally will recommend you, and I personally will choose the C755 because it has better dark scenes performance, a slight higher amount of brightness, a better color accuracy, and also it has a slight powerful speaker system, although the difference, as I already mentioned, is not huge. Let's say the C6K is for those users who want a newer TV, a TV with a better remote, because I have to say that the remote of the C755 is just terrible. And the C6K is also for those who want a slight better result on the viewing angles. But please let me know at the comment section down below which one of these TVs will you buy and why. I remind you, you can support my channel by making some purchases throughout the links I put on the description and on the first comment, also hitting the like button if you like this video, subscribing if you haven't already, and enabling the notifications bell so you can know every time I upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and until next time.
The swarm brought ruin into our world. The swarm brought ruin into our world. Our proud people became refugees. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the color, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. For we are bound by the color, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion.